Sister of Twilight are the legendary lords, very strong legendary lord for the Wood Elves faction, Heralds of Ariel, which heavily focus on flying units. And there are 3 flying units in the Wood Elf roster. There are Great Eagles, Warhook Riders, and dragons, forest dragons. And most important of those are Warhook Riders. So the Sisters of Twilight boost those units, specifically providing them with physical resistance for the army, and also the most importantly the Otherworldly of Spite, which provides extra volley of Kernus for the Warhook Riders. This ability is only available for Warhook Riders in the Heralds of Ariel faction, and also provides with 1 extra Dragon Breath for Forest Dragons. Heralds of Ariel, however, as a faction, which are only available for Sister of Twilight, provide specific buff to Forest Spirit armies, which actually makes one of the best Forest Spirit armies in the game. But more on that later. So once you start the faction, you start in the Witchwood, which is over here. Where is it? Yeah, here. And your first enemies here are like Dark Elves, some Skaven, some Orcs, maybe Tomb Kings. So at the beginning of the game, you actually want to save as much money as you can, because you cannot recruit Warhook Riders from turn 1. You start at tier 1 in Witchwood. You can only recruit them at tier 2. So you want to preserve money as much as you can, only recruit a couple Glade Guards, and if you need extra oomph for the beginning of the campaign, you can recruit very strong not legendary, but the Lord, Ancient Treemen. These are awesome fighters, awesome spellcasters, one of the best lords in the game. So you can rely on them heavily if you need extra firepower. Next, once you start, you want to rush Warhook Riders, which you can recruit from tier 2, from the landmark in the Witchwood. Then you want to, this will be your main army for the probably entire campaign, if not then the majority of the campaign, and you can phase them later with Forest Dragons. So the army compositions for the Sisters of Twilight should look like this. You want, of course, Sister Twilight, which are also your siege attackers. Next, you want Lead Captain, which will provide campaign movement range, some buffs, also the Death from Above for fear for Warhook Riders, and he also causes terror. And he is there mainly for the increased mobility of the army. Also can provide melee defense for the units around him, which is awesome. And the rest of the army can be entirely Warhook Riders. You start with Beast Wizard in this campaign, so you can use it until you move it to your next best army. Okay, so here, once you form this army composition, you have 2 options, and one that I highly recommend is actually a Dryad stack. So this is where you will move your starting Beast Wizard, and there are very specific reasons for it, but however, this is the very strong early game army, which is only available to this faction, and the reason is this office. This office is Trisinger Officia, and it provides a region for Dryads, Shrikin, and Treeman units, which is awesome. So you want a lot of life Ancient Treeman for, of course, Dwellers Below. Also the buff around him, which provides melee attack to Dryads. He can also boost armor piercing of Dryad units, and so on and so forth. He's a very strong lord. Then you want, of course, the branch rate, which can provide replenishment, more buffs to units around, more melee attack. This is physical resistance during forest battles, Awesome hero. Since this is a melee infantry focused army, it will take casualties, and having extra replenishment is amazing. And the reason you're putting Beast Wizard here are primarily two spells. Of course, Clock of Doom is amazing spell for infantry clearing, but Triads are good at that also. This is the first spell, Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, which provides 25% speed, 24 melee defense, and 20% physical resistance, which stacks with already 20% physical resistance of forest spirits, so it makes them very durable. And another spell is the Curse of Anra here, which is a debuff. It heavily debuffs enemy, which is awesome. It really well complements this army composition, and you will have a great success with this. You can also put here Glade Captain for extra movement range, some buffs, maybe some specific items like Helm of Discord. It's great. Okay, so the next army composition that I recommend is actually a High Wizard stack, High Wizard with Warhawk Riders stack, and the reason is also the office, this one. High Weaver, it provides 10% ward save for Lord's army. You can actually put this Lord, you can use this Lord for any army, it will provide a boost, but since you are playing this faction, you also want to focus on Warhawk Riders, and them having 10% extra ward save is really nice. But the more importantly is actually Tempest. Tempest is a great spell against specific enemies that Warhawks might struggle against, such as Valkia. Valkia is small, flying, moving target, very hard to hit with arrows, and Tempest is one of those spells that counters specific weakness of this army, such as Valkia, such as other flying lords like Malekith and Dragon later on, probably like Karfran, Stackless. Such targets are very hard to take down. These units actually heavily rely on Volley of Kurnos, which is great infantry and blob clearing, especially when you release it from all of your units at once. But this army can struggle against like such characters that are flying, that can catch them, but are also very durable like Valkia and so on. Another one. So once you complete those 3 stacks, you can keep making other stacks of Warhawk Riders. Later on, you can replace them with dragons. And if you reach like very late stage of the campaign, like turn 100 and 150, even then this stack will probably do really well against specific enemies like Chaos, like Warriors of Chaos, and I don't know, Norska. But if you want, you can replace them with dragons. They will require a Lure of Life Wizard to heal them. You can use them with Lure of Life Ancient Treatment, and that's about it. There is also, this is my Forest Dragon stack with Lure of Life Ancient Treatment and the Glade Captain. He's there just for the campaign movement range, and this is also a nice buff for melee defense. And one more interesting army you can make is Blade Singer like a Doom stack, okay. It is a Doom stack, it's a very strong unit, but you need Shadow Spell Weaver. Again, it's the office, this one, which provides stocks for War Dances and Blade Singers. It's a nice army, a bit expensive. You can use it, it's not essential, but it's like if you want to add some flavor to your campaign. And that's it for the best comp for Sisters of Twilight. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something, and I will see you in the next